Alright everyone, welcome back to the Optis channel. Today I will be showcasing how you can start every sort of heist in GTA Online, and alongside of that, the ones that I would recommend you all to be doing, especially if you are a new player into the game. Now first things first, the easiest one to complete right now, and honestly the best one I would say to even get you more experience into the game, is the Vincent heist. Now this is essentially the Cluckenbell farm raid. Now this is considered a contract mission, but it is still a heist, I would say, in the game, and you can really complete it without purchasing any sort of like apartment or property. And you want to head on over to this gold circle over here, and then you can start it. Right, I've already played it, so I'll say replay for me by clicking right on the D-pad over there. But this is how you can start it up and make some good money from GTA 5, especially if you are a solo player or if you want to play with one other friend over here. This is definitely a go-to heist to do. Now the other heist is the OG ones, right? The set heists that are from the start of the game that came out like back in 2013. So these are some decent ones, fun ones, but not the most profitable in any sense. Just take that into consideration. But one of my previous videos was how you can purchase an apartment or a house, and I recommend to get the Del Piero apartment for 200,000 because this is going to be a great middle spot for value for your property, as well as being able to do these heists, which is, at least have a high-end apartment to start these heists. So if you go into your heist room over here, you can see that there is 5 different standard heists that are available in the game. These are the first 5 heists that ever were released in GTA 5. And the first one, which is the Felisa job, you can see the setup costs, right? It only costs like 15,000 setup, but you can get like up to 140,000 for completing this, you and one other friend. So this is a good starter heist as well, alongside the Vincent Cluckenbell farm raid, but you need to have at least one other friend to complete the Felisa job, so just bear that in mind. Now the next heist over here is the prison break heist. Now this heist and the other remaining ones will also require 3 other friends, so 4 players in total, so just be wary of that. The prison break right here is a good one to do. A little tricky if you're not very good at the game, so just bear that in mind. But it's still a very good heist. And then you could do the Humane Labs raid, pretty mid heist, but the finale is very fun. The Series A funding, which have very annoying setup missions or prep missions, so just be wary of that, but the finale is fun. And then the pack standard, which is like at the infamous, the golden standard for heists in GTA 5 Online, a great heist to do, but then again, you still need to have some experienced players and a crew to be tackling this one right there. So these are the standard heists that you can go ahead and complete, but after this you can also do it yourself the facility heist, which is the Doomsday Heist. Now to complete the Doomsday Heist series, you want to go under your phone, under the internet, and then go down to the Maze Bank Los Santos, or the foreclosures Maze Bank website, that is, my apologies. And then you want to click under the facilities tab over here, and you will see that there's tons of different facilities located all over the map over here, the cheapest one being on the top, the Paleto Bay facility. So for a minimum of 1.25 million, you can get yourself started and host this heist, right? Entering your facility over here, which is kind of like a hub for the Doomsday Heist, but you can also store some vehicles, I believe 10 vehicles as well, inside your facility. From the entrance, if you don't purchase any of the optional upgrades like the orbital cannon or anything like that, which aren't necessary in the game to do any of these heists, but it's just a bare minimum. If you buy even the cheapest location, like I said, the Paleto Bay one for 1.2 million, it will look something similar to this. And you just want to head on down this corridor over here. You will have another assistant or a receptionist that can help you with getting snacks, and then concierge similar to like the CEO office over there. Going all the way down over here, you want to turn a right at the end of this place, and then you just want to go straight through these doors, and then you will see this big screen. And now this is going to be your hub for the Doomsday Heist series, and there's about, I think, 3 different Doomsday Heists, but you need at least a minimum of 2 players to play, so you and another friend. So 2 to 4 players can play these 3 heists all in total. They are fairly difficult. I feel like the Doomsday scenario, even till this day, is probably the most difficult heist to execute, but if you have 2 very skilled players, you can go ahead and complete it in no time and get some good funds. After this comes my favorite and the best and most profitable heist in GTA 5 Online, which has to be the Cayo Perico heist. Now for this, you have to first meet up with Miguel Madrazo, which is Martin Madrazzo's son in the game, and over here you can start up this heist. Very cool that you get yourself a Kasatka, and within the Kasatka as well, you get some nice upgrades like the Sparrow helicopter. You can get it from the Warstock cash and carry website. Be the first one over here after visiting Miguel Madrazo, which is the M on the map. But this is how you can get yourself the Kasatka, as well as the vehicle moon pool vehicles like the Sparrow, which is a great one for you guys to help out with this heist as well. Now over here, this is a great tool that can also help you teleport. You know, if you use the Kasatka, it is also very rocket resistant, so it's anti-griefer, I guess you could say. It takes a lot to actually take this Kasatka down, but with this you can sit on the chair over here and you can fast travel to a lot of different points around the perimeter of the water bodies in the map. So that is a very cool different feature that is in the Kasatka. But alongside of this, within the Kasatka, after completing the heist for the first time, you can head on over to this main screen over here, and then you want to make sure that you're in and registered as a CEO. And once you are, you can head on over to the internet. It does cost 100,000 to set up the Cayo Perico heist, but it's definitely well worth it to start up this heist and make it so that you make a lot of money. This requires a minimum of 1 player, so you can do it solo, but upwards of 4 players, so it's a 1 to 4 player heist right here, and that's why it's just so fun and profitable. There's so many different ways to execute this heist as well, so it's not like a boring heist that is just has the same outcome every time. And it's tons of fun and my favorite heist in the game, and the most profitable for sure. Now, last but not least, we have ourselves the arcade, which is a very fun heist to do with a minimum of 2 players to up to 4, so similar like the Doomsday Heist. I would recommend doing it with just one other player. It's not that quite difficult to do like the Doomsday Heist, and alongside of this, you can have a lot of fun with your friend doing this heist itself. And for this, all you need is an arcade. So you got to first meet Lester, which is going to be the L on the map. But after you meet Lester, you can go under the internet. And once you're under the internet over here, you want to head over to the Bank foreclosure website once again, and then find yourself an arcade. Now, I would recommend out of all of these different locations, even though the top northmost one, which is the Pixel Pete's Paleto Bay location, I would actually recommend getting this one, which is in Los Santos, as it's probably the best one to do for the quickest execution for the Diamond Casino heist, and it's a very good location to have, right? With this, you don't need to get any sort of modifications, right? This is all just extras, and you can also get yourself a garage where you can store up to 10 vehicles if you want that, right? It's not a necessity. I purchased it, but it really isn't. But from here, you can also get yourself a master control terminal. Now, what the master control terminal does is if you spawn into the game and set the arcade as your spawn location, you can also use this to start sourcing vehicles and to also manage your other businesses straight through your master control terminal, like the nightclub, the gun running, your lockups, as well as the vehicle cargo and special cargo and the air freight cargo. All of that you can do through the master control terminal. You can also go down over here and do the Diamond Casino heist, which is a ton of fun, by just going up to this billboard and paying like 25,000, which is like nothing, to set up a ton of fun for you and your friends alike. Now, hopefully this video helped you guys out. I would obviously definitely recommend doing and focusing on the Cayo Perico heist with the Kasatka, as it probably has the best ROI and ton of fun with it for sure. It's the most profitable heist, but you can also have a lot of fun with the other ones in the game. That's just how you can host and start up all of the heist types right now at the time you're making this video in GTA 5 Online. If you guys have any other questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to leave it in the comments down below. It's been your boy Optage, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Goodbye.